Building muscle effectively requires a combination of proper weightlifting techniques, strategic nutrition, and an understanding of how your body responds to training. To maximize muscle growth, it's essential to lift weights that challenge your muscles without compromising form or risking injury. This rep range is optimal for hypertrophy, which is the process of increasing muscle size. When you perform exercises within this range, you activate type 2 muscle fibers, the fibers responsible for strength and growth. Beginners should aim for 1 to 3 sets per exercise, using a weight that feels moderately challenging. This compound movement engages multiple muscle groups, including the back, legs, and core, making it a cornerstone of any serious strength training program. While muscle growth occurs when you challenge your muscles with progressively heavier weights, overloading can cause strains, tendinitis, or even spinal injuries. Herniated discs, pinched nerves, and muscle tears are common consequences of lifting beyond your capacity or using poor form. To minimize risks, always prioritize proper technique over ego lifting. Gradually increase the weight as your strength improves, and listen to your body's signals to avoid simply going through the motions of an exercise isn't enough. You need to focus on engaging the target muscles throughout each rep. This deliberate contraction enhances muscle activation, leading to better results. For example, when performing a bicep curl, concentrate on squeezing the bicep at the top of the movement rather than just moving the weight up and down. This technique ensures that the intended muscles are doing the work rather than relying on momentum or secondary muscle groups. By lifting the right weight for your level, focusing on form, and fueling your body appropriately, you'll create the ideal conditions for muscle growth. Over time, these consistent efforts will compound, leading to the strong, well-developed physique you're working to. Remember, fitness is a journey, not a destination. Embrace the process, stay adaptable, and celebrate every step of progress along the way. However, proper form is critical to avoid injury, especially when lifting heavy. While consistency in fundamental exercises is necessary, periodically changing your workout variables such as rep ranges, tempo, and exercise selection can prevent plateaus and keep your muscles responding. For instance, alternating between high-rep, low-weight sets and heavy sets can stimulate different aspects of muscle growth, including endurance and strength. Incorporating drop sets, supersets, or pyramid sets can also introduce new challenges that push your muscles to adapt. Before training, opt for a low-protein, high-carb snack like a banana or yogurt with fruit to provide quick energy. Keeping a workout log helps you monitor increases in strength, identify patterns, and adjust your program as needed. If you notice that you've been lifting the same weight for weeks without improvement, it may be time to increase the load or modify your approach. Small, incremental increases such as adding 5 pounds to your lifts every week or 2 can lead to significant long-term gains without overwhelming your body. Post-workout, aim to consume a combination of protein and carbs within 30 minutes to replenish glycogen stores and kickstart muscle repair. Building muscle is a gradual process that requires discipline, patience, and perseverance. There will be days when motivation wanes or progress feels slow, but staying committed to your routine of enduring plateaus is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. Surrounding yourself with a supportive community, whether it's a gym partner, online group, or coach, can provide accountability and encouragement. Good options include protein shakes, chocolate milk, or a meal with lean protein, complex carbs, and healthy fat. This approach helps build a foundation of strength while allowing the body to adapt to the stresses of resistance training. The key lies in finding the right balance between intensity, volume, and recovery. For beginners, the ideal starting point is lifting weights that allow for 8 to 12 repetitions per This ensures your muscles have the necessary building blocks to repair and grow after intense workouts. Focus on progressive overload. Maintain proper form and prioritize recovery through nutrition and rest. By incorporating compound movements like deadlifts and following a structured training plan, you'll set yourself up for long-term success in building strength and muscle mass. Remember, consistency and patience are key. Results come from sustained effort over time, not overnight transformations. Additionally, it is important to recognize that muscle growth doesn't happen in isolation. Rest and recovery are just as crucial as the workouts themselves. When you lift weights, you create microscopic tears in your muscle fibers. These tears are repaired during rest periods, leading to muscle growth and increased strength. Without adequate recovery, your muscles won't have the opportunity to rebuild, which can stall progress and increase the risk of Aim for at least 48 hours of rest between working the same muscle groups, and prioritize sleep, as this is when the body undergoes the most significant repair and growth. Hydration is also vital, as water supports nutrient transport, joint lubrication, and overall performance. As you progress, you can adjust your training to include heavier weights and lower rep ranges. Advanced lifters often incorporate periodization, which involves cycling through different phases of training to prevent plateaus and continue making gains. The exact weight you lift will vary depending on the exercise, your fitness level, and your individual strength. For example, a beginner might start with just a bar for exercises like squats or bench presses, while someone more experienced might lift significantly heavier. Determining the right weight for each exercise involves a bit of trial and error. A good rule of thumb is to select a weight that allows you to complete the first set of 10 reps with moderate difficulty. By the last rep, you should feel challenged, but not to the point of straining, shaking, or losing proper form. If the weight feels too easy, gradually increase it. Conversely, if you're struggling excessively or compromising your technique, reduce the weight. Rest periods between sets should be kept between 30 to 60 seconds to maintain intensity and promote muscle fatigue, which is crucial for growth. One of the most effective exercises for building overall strength and muscle mass is Speaking of injury, lifting too heavy too soon can lead to serious setbacks. Nutrition plays an equally important role in muscle building. To fuel your workouts and support recovery, focus on consuming a balanced diet rich in protein, carbohydrates, and healthy fats. For optimal muscle growth, protein intake is critical. Aim for 1.0 to 1.7 grams of protein per pound of body weight daily. In summary, lifting the right weight neither too light nor too heavy is essential for maximizing muscle gains. Another factor to consider is the mind-muscle connection. Variety in your training routine is also essential for continuous progress. Tracking your progress is another key component of successful muscle building. Finally, don't underestimate the role of mental resilience in achieving your fitness goals. In essence, maximizing muscle gains is a multifaceted process that combines smart training, proper nutrition, sufficient recovery, and mental fortitude.